I'm in David's demo project, so I need to get to Danielle's sandbox.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you see how to do that?
I go to projects, I guess?
Yeah, follow my cursor, go right up in that top banner with all these options, go to projects, it should give you a list. And the one we want to be in is Danielle's sandbox.
Got it. There I am. Okay.
Okay.
So, okay, now I see the same thing that you see.
Great. So I guess for future reference, I should really begin with like logging in and how to find the project you're supposed to be on.
Well, it's pretty, I mean, it's a fairly, there's a lot on the screen, but
yeah.
it just takes some getting used to.
Well, no, that's good for me to know, though, if I'm introducing to people who are really seeing it for the first time. Like that kind of fundamental step is one that I would likely miss.
Yeah.
So this is very helpful for me, recognizing that. Okay, so I'm just going to start, and then you just stop me whenever you want.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have these 6 major boxes that are always going to be on this home page. One of the most important ones is this media box. That's where all of your artifacts are housed. They will have much better identification than the ones here do in the real thing. All right. So just to look at any of your artifacts, you just click on it. It will open a new screen. And this is where you will be doing your actual work. So this is your artifact that you will be applying codes to and descriptors to, which we're not going to do right this second. So let's go back home. A box you do not need to worry about. This one, codes by descriptors. Don't need to worry about it. You also don't need to worry about the one below it, packed code cloud. That's fun for analysis, and actually, in your case, at some point, you probably will need to worry about that.
Yeah.
but not right now. That's phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
So your excerpts are right directly under your media, and this is just showing you what was the latest excerpted thing. And it should show you if any codes were applied or not. So someone went into an artifact.
I see the third one has a mechanism code.
There you go. So it'll show you that. There you go. Yeah, that one. It'll show you whatever was applied to it. And that's just handy to see where things are going, what the latest stuff was done, or if you see an excerpt and you want to find out what codes were applied to it, you can do that here.
Okay.
Your other important area for reference is the codes section, which has all of your codes, their code families with their definitions. And then when you click on the drop-down thing, which I just failed to do.
I see it. I recognize some of these.
Right?
Yeah.
So then each one has a definition there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So if you forget while you're coding, you know what it is, because we all do, because there are 45 different codes. Okay, yeah. So that's your quick reference guide. Does that all make some sense?
Yeah, it looks like there's this quotation thing that shows up, and then it says view code excerpts. Does that show me what?
You mean this right here?
Yeah.
That is something that you, as an analyst or a researcher, want to know about.
Mm-hmm.
So for instance, under craft logic, you found the mechanism one, right?
Right.
There are 177 mechanism excerpts in this archive.
Wow. Okay.
So that will show you all of those.
So it gives, I mean, if you're just sort of browsing through it, it gives you a sense of the numbers, and then if you click on it, it actually shows you all of them.
It does, and that's really important actually for us, because not just for analytics, but for you and me, for creating the modules.
Right.
So as we want to add stuff, you know, so I need another mechanism that's under, you know, whatever, that also is a, well, I'll show you how to do that part as well. But this is a good, one, there are many avenues to that.
Okay.
Hang on one second.
I'm going to merge.
Okay. Yeah, so that's one place to just get a good, you know, view of it. And once you click on one of these, it comes up, and you can read the whole thing, and you can actually copy and paste from here. So you could put that into a Word doc and then put it into Qualtrics or whatever, which is handy. Okay. So when you're actually coding, so that was a little bit for a phase 2 moment. Let's go back to phase 1. So let's say you want to code a document, right? Let's go ahead and just pick the first one. This may not be an appropriate one. We'll find out.
Okay.
Nothing here is codable yet, and it's not an appropriate one. So let me go back.
Okay.
And that will happen. So whenever, if you end up training folks, there's like, that's what you memo for. There was nothing codable in this document and whatever.
Okay.
And that's a perfectly legitimate thing to say. Okay, so here we go. We scroll down.
Sorry, I can't quite make out the name of the document. It's GF _
1981. 1015.
1015.
_ 6026.
Got it. Okay.
Let me know when that's up.
So, okay, the very first part of the document looks very strange, but then it looks like regular.
Right. And so for us working together, a good thing to note is right up here, if you see my cursor.
Yes.
Line numbers. If you click on that, I can tell you which lines I'm on so you can scroll down to it.
Got it.
However, cautionary note on that one, make sure your font size is 0.
Okay. How do I do that?
Otherwise, it will.
I see it down there. I see it down there.
Yeah, sorry, all the way down. Yeah. All right. So what you would do in your artifact, once you've found it and found something codable in it, is just drag your cursor along, which is not working in my end. There we go. Being very slow. It's probably because I'm working on a PC. And I'm just really not. I'm a Mac person. I don't know how to do this.
Okay.
They've got the right and left buttons and stuff.
Yes.
Okay. So you highlight.
Okay.
And then you go down here to your lower right-hand side where it says Create Excerpt.
Yes. Create
the excerpt. And you'll see that this box up here, this is an important box. It's one of your most important boxes. This box up here will turn red when you have an active excerpt. Once it's red, that means that you can apply your codes to it.
Okay.
So if you want goal, you just drag and drop. And it should appear there. And then having not read this, let me read it.
Yeah, try to give it a shot.
Actually, this does count as a goal.
Yeah.
So that's handy. However, had I not chosen goal, I just showed you what to do, right? If you want to edit it, oh, nope, that's not really a method. So you just click the X and drag and drop the correct one. So it's pretty intuitive on this part, I think.
Yeah.
As far as how that works. If you need to, if you look at this and say, you know what, part of this is a method and part of it's a goal. So I either want to double excerpt for the method part. So in this case,
I think there is some method in there too.
I think so too. Where would you want to excerpt it?
For method particularly. I would say the using photography. So let's see here. Actually, I'm gonna go to full screen. Okay. I mean, exposure to the arts. I guess method is a little vague here. In this first paragraph.
It is, but okay. So let's find. My point is to show how to so if you want to double excerpt.
Right. Okay.
Which so sometimes you have to do. You have to go over here. This will light up. So you know this is this one, right? And that's this one, and this is applied to that.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So then you just do the same process over again, which I'm going to randomly do.
Sure.
if I can get my cursor to work. Okay, so crap.
Okay.
So I have to go back and make it active. Okay. There we go. Yep. I don't know why it's not holding. All right. So again, just do the same process. Highlight, go down to create excerpt, click that, and it should now give me an excerpt within an excerpt.
Okay.
So for the green highlight here,
yes.
Organizer, 1989. So that obviously belongs to this dot.
Okay.
So if I want to make that one active, which it is now because it's red, and apply my separate craft logic code to that, that's how I would do it.
Okay.
Right? In this case, because that was a piece of crap and it's not correct,
right.
To get rid of that, all I do is again click the X, and that excerpt goes away along with its codes.
Okay, but the other one stays there.
That's right.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
So they are isolated.
Okay.
So that's gonna descriptors. So the other thing you do, the first thing you do when you get your artifact open, is you read all the way through it, and you look for obviously descriptors. So any kind of demographic info and all that stuff. Once you find that, and in this case, we have very little, I think, in the way of anything relevant. So let's just say we know it's 1981.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all we know. We know it's got photography and verbal stuff in it. Sorry, I went too fast there.
Oh, wait. So how did you? Oh, you just click on descriptors.
When there are no descriptors, the button will be red.
Okay.
Once some are linked, it will turn green.
Okay.
Okay. So this is actually a little bit of a complicated part. So yes, you click on that.
Okay.
And then you click your descriptor set.
Okay.
And then you don't really even need to worry about, you just want to make sure you got all of them eventually, right? So just go from the top to the bottom. Don't worry about any of what's in here for right now.
Okay.
Click your sets. And also never, ever, ever click on one of the wheels.
Okay.
Okay, so then you go down again to the bottom right. It says create and link descriptor.
Yeah.
Click that. And that's going to give you your drop down. So document type in this case.
The grant proposal.
Is a grant proposal. The date we are saying, and this has to be obviously written in. We're saying it's not 1881, but 1981. Okay. Source. Okay. In this case, I already know what it is, so it's IHC.
Yeah.
Geographic location. Again, you've got to write it in though.
Illinois.
Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, and it does have to be. We varied on that, so when you know that it's just we don't quite know, but we don't know any of the rest of this other than media and discipline. We know there's a certain amount of when we could add those, but you get the idea. And the media is varied, which is not an option in the playground, but it actually is in the real thing.
Oh, okay.
Right, so it's not. We didn't go back and fix the playground to represent the changes we had made along the way. So, but this is the idea. You will have mixed here. You'll have mixed here. You'll have mixed pretty much everywhere or unknown also as options.
Okay.
Okay. So then that's that. Then you'll have availability. Is it feed or free?
What does that mean?
Do they charge for it?
Oh.
Is it a program that's charged for or not?
Okay.
So then that's done. Then you go back up here to the close X box. Mm-hmm. Just get rid of that. And now we have descriptors.
Oh.
So now the box is green, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you made a mistake, you do not. This is like a capital, all caps yelling. You do not ever click on link.
Okay.
Okay, that screws everything. I have no idea why, but don't. You go back to create and link descriptor. Oh, crap. Sorry. You click on the It just happened very quickly. So what you do is you click on the highlighted area where the link is.
Uh-huh.
And it will show you the screen that just popped up, which gives you the drop downs again. So you can just edit from there.
There. Okay.
Yeah. If you click unlink, the whole system goes wackadoodle.
Okay.
So, which is incredibly unintuitive and frustrating. And we learned that the hard way. So whenever you're teaching someone about this, when you do that, just really emphasize, as tempting as it is to hit unlink, don't do it.
Just click on the the row itself.
Yes.
And edit it in the box that comes up.
Okay. The only place you want to deal with descriptors is in these drop-down options.
Okay.
So that's that. And that's really all it's going to happen with the people we're training as far as how they're handling an artifact. So they'll choose their artifact, they'll read through it, they'll add their descriptors, then they'll start adding their codes, and then they'll go back and have a look at that and make sure they were correct and edit anything they need to edit. But again, no one but us. In fact, I think you and me are the only ones with these wheels that I'm pointing on right now.
Yeah, I'll click on a wheel.
Well, you may have to at some point because, like, for instance, if we wanted to update our definition of intersubjective or something, that's where you would do it.
Okay.
So you would go back to the family itself, say. And then you've got your edit options here. You can add a code in general. So I could put one here. Let's see. So I'm going to add a parent code.
Okay.
Right. So now at some point, here we go. So now we've got David. So once I've added my parent code, it's going to give me another edit option.
Okay.
Equally dangerous, but useful. So this is David's baby, and also not my keyboard. So
yeah,
I feel like a idiot typing on it.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, crap. That added. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I messed that up. I just edited the title of your code.
Okay.
Here's where you add the child code, obviously.
So this would be the actual child.
That's right. This is
my grandchild.
No, this is David's real baby.
Okay.
Okay, and so then we put in the description.
So that's how you got like those subheadings under craft logic.
Right.
All of these others. And then presumably you could just keep doing that.
Right. So there we have it. We've got David's baby and David's real baby.
Right. And
each one should have some kind of an explanation.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how that's done.
Okay.
And this is why we do this in the sandbox.
Yeah.
So that's the majority of what you'll be doing as far as just the mechanics of how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking, I mean, it actually seems like, I mean, it's a very intimidating window when you log in the first time. But this makes sense to me. I mean, it has that sort of, I don't know, there's this web-based platform sort of implicit logic that a lot of these things use, that it's starting to make sense once you get over that first fear of touching anything.
Yeah. And there's a lot to touch, and it took me forever, because again, this is not the way my brain works at all.
Yeah.
And once I realized it's like almost stripped down, just, these are like slightly codes, like real codes, computer codes, just dressed up with some fonts and different colors. Yeah. Then I was better able to understand it. But before that, it was not intuitive at all.
Yeah, it makes sense. I don't think, I mean, the the way that everything is so well integrated here, from the descriptors, and I mean, it's set up for really detailed coding, obviously. you know, that's something that I don't think that I'm capable of really replicating in Qualtrics. In terms of setting up sort of an example in Qualtrics that would really follow all the same sequences of doing descriptors and exerting, things like that. But I think the component parts, sort of like I think the way we have it already now, like let's just work on craft logic codes or something like that. That we can do in Qualtrics pretty easily, but yeah, I can't match this level of sophistication.
Well, what do you think of me doing? I'm gonna stop the broadcast because we're now just
right.